I have been a researcher for 14 years. I've come to all sorts of conclusions about people who win, who lose, who don't know, who get on, who anything to do with a questionnaire on a television program that will earn money for the person that's answering the questions. I've become an expert on this. I mean, yeah, thank you. I have found that many various things, indications of success and failure, arise unconsciously from the bowels of the person's mind up into the, you know, exteriorized outside. So, for example, if somebody starts out with duh, that person in 200 cases out of 200 have always never understood the question, never got the question, was a loser. So anybody who starts out with duh is a loser. Now, to give you another example is, well, I mean, it's the hidden trades of my secret, but let's see. I'll move it about a bit. Let's see. Do you know about the guy that does this? You ever see him? And then sometimes like that, faster? Well, depending on the rotational velocity of his head, for instance, if it goes above 3 rotations per second, what we do is we indicate, our experience gives you this quite capable decision to make, and that is that you should call the police. The guy's hiding. He's just escaped from prison. How he got on the program, you never know. You can't tell. You can't tell. There's a guy that goes like this. He starts to do this. What do you think he's doing? What do you think he's doing? Well, we won't tell you yet. That's the first part of our quiz program anyhow. We don't want to tell you that stuff. But, you know, there are some people that scratch their head and they say, the answer, we know what he's going to continue with. It's blowing in the wind. That's what he would say. We've got him down. 3 out of 72 people have actually, in scratching their heads, and started out with the answer terminated with is blowing in the wind. I thought that would get you a little bit. It got me. I mean, you know, you might think that this is a spoof, but I'm a doctor. I've been treating patients that have gone on quiz programs. Why, there was one that won. He won. And he didn't start out with duh. Of course he didn't, because we know that those people don't, the guy said, the ants, he started to go, the ants, you know what they do? When you see that, the answer, I just want to give you an indication of this. When you see a guy, go ahead and say, the ants, just like that, with that forthright, that strength, that conviction, you get him disqualified immediately. You watch it, because he'll have the answer. You don't want him to win just yet. You got to hold him back. You got to sell some more soaps. Wash his teeth, man. Yeah, that's right. They're the people that go show you, well, they're the best type of, they are they're the fodder. They just happen, and they happen, and they happen. There's guys who do this. There is all sorts of styles. There's a guy that scratched himself so much on this side of the face that actually he get pimples on this side of the fence. Saying, well, how do you believe that? But I'm a doctor. I could tell you it's possible. Do you know that? It's just incredible. Life is amazing. For instance, you're listening to me now. You think that you're listening to me. You're not listening to me. It's crazy. You think that you're listening to me. You got to listen with a third ear. When you listen to me, I'm saying such profound things that it goes in one ear and out the other. You have to have a third ear for it to go in and stick. And don't come out because you can't find a fourth ear. You understand? It's very important. Now, when you ask a question, you got to not indicate the answer. Like somebody has asked, that's the standard question in the United States. I could tell you that. I've been living in the United States for quite a while. When I discovered on every program, when you got a guy who starts off with a duh, they eventually ask him the question, you know what? Okay, Mr. Schmuck, what's the color of George Washington's white horse? How do you like that? They actually do that. They ask you that question in the United States. So, I mean, the guy gets, well, what does he do? Duh. Why should he know? He never was on a saddle. He never saw the sky. All he knows is picking cotton, chewing the cud, scratching his, when it itches. And we got normal people on. It's very important to have normal people on. Sometimes you get an abnormal person, and they are just outrageous. First of all, it's just, well, I mean, look, you must be squirming in your seat now. You think, hey, this is not a film. Well, you're right, it's not a film, yet it is a film. So how could you be wrong? So right, wrong. Tell me. If you're going to be right, be wrong. Be wrong, right. Right, wrong. I mean, just be. But if you continue the way you are now, you'll never get ahead. You'll be one of those guys saying, duh. Don't say, duh. Don't say white when somebody says you're white. That's absurd. It's the same stupid answer that everybody gives. You'll never get ahead doing the same thing that anybody says, does, feels. Walk on your fours, man. Go on to a program and give him hell. Yeah. Walk on your fours. Okay. Now we're going to get philosophical. I guess I'm going to just, I got to tell you something. We've been kidding you. We've been doing a study, and we're determined to find out how much of this crap you're willing to sit through and not budge and say anything and keep on eating your cornflakes or whatever you do. We're determining how stupid an audience can be, given the fact that they're in the dark, how they could just follow and listen and take it in and chew another cornflake. So, thank you for participating in this extraordinary test. My associates and myself are very happy to have produced it, directed it, scripted it, practiced it, and sprung it on you. Till the next time, we are trying our very best to give you the very best. Next time maybe you'll get it. What can I tell you? Thank you for participating, for not stirring, for not throwing things at the screen. It's come to you live, straight through from here we are, Cinematheque. There's only one film making endeavor and showing endeavor that you'll ever get to experience this in. They won't allow anything else anywhere else. Remember, Cinematheque stands for high quality research, just about everything that's positive in this world. So don't get upset. Just lay low and just take a look at the next film. It's probably pretty good. If it's chosen by Cinematheque, it's got to be good.